What are mans? It's Taco Mans. Welcome to part 2 of my 1995 Celica restoration series. Because it's been sitting outside for 3 years, I'm going to deep clean the mold that's accumulated in the interior and see what other problems need attention. So stay tuned and let's talk about it. So in part 1, I removed the front seats, did an initial vacuum and wiped down the interior. The progress has been great to start, but it's only the beginning. It's the next day and things are still looking dirty, but definitely better. Some areas I wiped down still need more work, and the smell of mold is still pretty strong. It's clear that the smell is embedded in the carpet and seat fabric. There's also a risk of potential critter droppings and urine in the car because it was sitting outside. Because of this, I decided to get an enzymatic cleaner spray. I found this Rocco and Roxy spray that's supposed to break down organic matter. It says for old stains and odors to spray it and let it sit for an hour with a cloth on top to slowly wick away moisture. But I decided to go a different route. I'm planning to spray the solution and agitate it with some brushes, then I'll let it sit, then I'll use this Bissell carpet cleaner with hot water to rinse out the cleaning spray. I just got this cleaner for this project, so hopefully it does a decent job. Also, you might have noticed that I removed the shifter knob and housing. The leather wasn't sitting right, so I'll try to fix that later in the video. But for now, I'll start with deep cleaning the carpets and seats. I decided to test out the spray on the carpet under the seat first, so in case of any issues, it's a hidden area. It says on the bottle if there's any color changes right away to stop using it. So far it looks good, so I'm gonna continue. So far so good, the carpet cleaner is making this look so much better than before. I did a crisscross pattern while spraying hot water, then did it again without the water to fully vacuum as much liquid as possible. I'm being careful not to oversaturate the interior because it's cold out and I want it to be able to dry. The initial results are getting me excited to get the rest of the car done, so I'm going to continue and let's speed things up. Alright, so that was a good amount of work, but really worth it. This video is not sponsored, but the Bissell Little Green Pro Heat is amazing. You can really see the grime in the seats, and the vacuum pulled out so much of it. The liquid that came out was really nasty. This transformation has been so inspiring. I'm going to go all the way in and continue wiping down as much as I can. And if you're enjoying this 90s Celica restoration series, please consider subscribing and saving my 1995 Celica restoration playlist so you can follow along as I have another video coming out soon. All of that's linked down below. Alright, let's get back to it. This wipe down session has truly transformed the Celica, but before we wrap things up, I still have some juice left to tackle the shifter knob boot, which is sitting too low, exposing the bare metal underneath. I removed this housing off camera. It's just a few clips and 2 electrical switches. Now the knob should sit right around this height when fully installed. Then this white retainer clip should have a pressure fit on the metal rod, so it can hold the boot up to the knob. The problem is, it's not a pressure fit anymore. So I read about a simple hack online where you can add some electrical tape around the rod. So I'm going to start by adding a small piece and see how it goes. Okay, it's not bad, but it's still loose, so let's add another piece. Okay, just a little bit of wiggling and I think it's solved. Let me just put everything back on and see how it looks. I think I've done a whole lot for today and I feel happy with the progress. Even though it's just been a couple days of cleaning, the Celica has come a long way since I bought it. It had mold, grime, garbage, maybe fur, and who knows what else. But let's take a look at the results. The mold smell is kind of gone thanks to the Rocco and Roxy spray, but it still doesn't smell fresh. I've gotten the car to a point where it's not filthy, but this restoration is far from over. I have another episode coming next week where I continue cleaning and take a first look at the engine bay to see what I can do there. If you haven't already, make sure to watch part 1 of the restoration and my Celica introduction video. I've also linked the playlist in the top right corner, and you can find all the links down in the description. Let me know in the comments if you have any tips for what to look out for under the hood for the 6th generation Celica. Please like, share, subscribe, and vibe. I'll catch you on the next. Taco Man's out. Peace.